Next up, we have Srimati Aline Malpaniang, Assistant Professor, Shillong Law College, for the valedictory speech. She has been listening with profound attention to all the speakers who have spoken throughout these 3 days and would now be summarizing the entire conference for us. This session is particularly important for the participants who tend to zone out at regular interval. Now, I would like ma'am to please take over and share her experience. Ma'am, before you take over this session, I would like everyone to turn on the camera so that we can take a picture to put in our social media handle. Please turn on your camera, everybody, all the participants. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, ma'am, Aline, please take over, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, Aline, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, are you
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Yeah, please take
All
over.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
A very good evening to all present here. On myself, on behalf of the Shillong Law College, I humbly express my sincere appreciation and gratitude, especially to the keynote speaker, Dr. S.K. Ramani, whose topic she talks about the changing perspective of the elderly care in contemporary society. So here she discussed about the aging society, how India is aging. And the aging population in India is often seen as a burden, both socially and medically. 80% is dependent on others for their daily maintenance. So, hence, from this, we feel that we should act, we need to act. We need the involvement and collaboration of family, of community and government so that we can ensure that the growing age population, that growing old is an accomplishment and we should embrace it with dignity. And special thanks also goes to the resource persons, the chairpersons, the moderator, the participant for the active and open discussion, which I feel it have made this conference a very fruitful one. So throughout these 3 days, I was really impressed by the eagerness of all the presenters and the participant. They were able to imbibe in us with their knowledge and inputs of their subjects. Their subjects of expertise has been as such that most of us were drawn into this conference. It did not get us to that stage where we felt that it it was it was tiring. It wasn't, but this involvement made us proactive. So to name few presentation, we have presentation of Dr. S.K. Bose, who spoke about law and literature. And then we have the presentation followed by Dr. Prakash Kishore, who stresses on the need of metamorphic representation of forms in arts. To Dr. Prem Kumar Agarwal, who spoke about an analytical study on expanding horizons of the right to life, which is very, very important, and also one of the finest of human rights. So we have Dr. Nasir Ulade Tofik, who talk about a peep across the ocean. This was an exploration of the cultural diversity. And Sir Nawat, who spoke about the need, the reconstruction, where he applies his poetry, Chinese toleratory poetry, to Dr. Anish V. Pillai, who stresses her work, her presentation, it deals with the protection of economics and social rights in India. To another renowned Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, who talk about the justice for disabled and analysis in national and international perspective. to Dr. Ranjit Sil, who spoke about sustainable human settlement and vertical mix-up development, where he a focus on Shillong municipal agglomeration. So from all these above session, I therefore felt that this international virtual conference on multidisciplinary socio-economic cultural, it has definitely been a very inclusive one where we all did learn one and the other thing. We stresses that this study has been productive to each and every one of us. We were able to understand, to comprehend the interrelationship among different subjects, which is also one of the objectives of the new education policy 2020, excuse me. So definitely it was an enlightened and a very inclusive session these 3 days. And I wish the participant a very best in their future endeavor. We look forward for another session, another platform where we can come and deliberate and discuss and share ideas. So stay safe. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your detailed analysis and summary of this conference. I think we all can learn the art of listening with utmost attention and taking up the key notes from the lectures. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been a great pleasure to hear you, ma'am. Thank you so much. At the end, now I would like to request Dr. Umeshwari Dakhar to deliver the vote of thanks for this incredible 3 days virtual conference. Dr. Umeshwari Dakhar is an assistant professor at the Shillong Law College and the organizing secretary of this conference. Her major academic interests are constitutional law, human rights, and business law. Dr. Umeshwari Dakhar has been engaged as a research supervisor in various projects. She has also been a resource person at various training programs, seminars, and workshops, simultaneously engaged as teaching assistant in MOOCs course on access to justice. Dr. Umeshwari Dakhar has one book, two book chapters, and various articles to her credit. Ma'am, if you could please take over the conference to deliver the vote of thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vishal. Okay, as we have come to this last day, so a very good evening to one and all present in this virtual conference. It has been a very engaging 3 days virtual international conference. But still, indulge me 5 minutes because it's not just an organizing secretary, but there is a huge team behind me whom you haven't heard of. So, who actually put this conference together. But first of all, on behalf of the Shillong Law College and all the team, I would like to extend a very hearty vote of thanks to the governing body of Shillong Law College. DB Gurung sir, the governing secretary of Shillong Law College, Dr. Sharifuddin sir, principal of Shillong Law College, Dr. Milalini Karshiyan, who is the vice principal of Shillong Law College, for giving this opportunity and for constantly supporting us in organizing this conference. My words of thanks also goes to Dr. Ranjit Silvas, the president of Cape Comorin Trust, and his entire team for collaborating with us and making this conference a successful one. My heartfelt thanks also goes to the convener, Srimati Dayahundin Maulam, for her continued support and advice, which have greatly helped toward a successful organization of this conference. My sincere thanks to all the chairperson for sparing the precious time and the valuable inputs on this conference. I am very much thankful to all the plenary speakers for their for kindly accepting the invitation and for the enthusiastic participation in this conference. My thanks also goes to all the participants and the presenter who had attended this conference. I am impressed by the ability and the by their ability and the participation. It was exceptional. So let me extend a sincere thanks to this conference team who had been continuously sitting from morning 10 to evening. Madam Devi Shah Kurba, Madam Aline Marbanyang, Kani Wanroy Dingdo, Krishanu Dev, Mario Nongbri, Vishal Kumar, Maushan Rintathyang, and for all your dedication and for sitting entire day talking from morning to evening. So thank you all. Finally, before ending up, I would also like to thank this available technology because despite the pandemic, we are able to unite together and we can connect everywhere around the globe virtually. So hopefully, we will be able to unite again in any future program. So once again, I thank each and every one of you for your contribution, which has made this conference a successful conference. Thank you so, so much. So with this, I wish all of you good luck to all the participants, to everyone. Okay. But then, before ending up, I would like to inform each and every one of you that the feedback form will be available in the chat box. Accordingly, the publication with your walk will be notified in your mail respectively, and all the certificate will be provided only after 15 July. So with this, I end this international virtual conference and thanking each and every one of you to constantly, actively participate in this international conference. Thank you so much.